What's up, Crazy Knife people? Crazy Knife Guy MadYocco here. Go on and give that like button a little pokey and make sure you're subscribed, and then we'll get this thing going. Today, I've got the new hotness. This is easily the coolest knife we've looked at on this channel so far. This is, of course, the North Mountain Chop 2. This is a button lock hollow ground Tonto made from Sanmai sld-magic steel. What's that, you ask? This is a relative of D2, and it's a high-end Japanese layer-forged steel made by Hitachi. It's not fully stainless, so you have to take proper care to prevent corrosion. More about that later. Measuring at 61 Rockwell hardness and known for super good wear resistance and toughness especially. It has great edge retention and some of the best machinability and surface adhesion. This makes these surface treatments possible. You start out with this mirror finish on the bottom, and then it's got kind of a misty midsection there, as they like to call it, right above the Sanmai Hamon line, and then kind of a clouded top part. All of those together achieve a beautiful layered effect, as you can see, and they really enunciate the Sanmai construction of the Chop 2. And wouldn't you say that is one seriously badass looking knife? The Tonto, as I said, has a hollow grind for the main length, and it's flat ground past that compound line up here towards the tip. Another thing about this is probably the sharpest knife that I own at the moment. The hollow grind makes it super slicey, and I've heard from others who also own this knife that this might be the sharpest knife that they've gotten from the factory as well. And look, the spine of this blade is gradually beveled to give it that classic Japanese style where it gets wider towards the front, and that gives it a really high piercing power. You could puncture armor with this if you had to. I wouldn't suggest that though, because the button lock might warp with all of that shock. It has some fine grippy jimping where it counts. On the back of the spine here, let's see if I can see that. You see how deep that is? And it really does grab your finger. And it's got that same jimping here on the flipper tab, where it counts. So we've got two deployment methods, which would be the flipper tab and the button lock. So you can wrist flip it open. Works great. You can light switch, and you can push button easily with this knife. And a lot of that goes to give credit to the ceramic ball bearings, making it really smooth. Doesn't have no fail deployment. I can make it fail, but I think a lot of that has to do with how girthy the blade is. This is a formidable hunk of sld-magic. The blade stock is 3.5 millimeters thick, and it's a little over a 0.5 millimeter thick behind the edge. With that hollow grind, we've got a super slicer here. Let me grab some paper. I mean, look at how it did that on a curve. I wasn't even holding the paper right, and just look at this. I'm not even trying. I am literally not even trying. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so we've got black G10 scales, and it's got full steel liners, if you can see inside of here. You see that? They go all the way back, and they do have weight reliefs in them, but all of this steel comes together to make kind of a heavy knife. Speaking of heavy metals, we've got this nice looking patinaed brass backspacer back here, and that has some wide jimps on it, but they're not really grippy or anything. I think that's mainly just for looks, but it does look good. And as far as pocket clip goes, it's a right hand tip up carry. But it does come with a filler tab that you can put in place of that, so you can rock it grandpa style, but as you can see, no left-handed carry. My favorite part of this knife though is its minimalist construction. If you look around here, how many screws are we seeing? We've got the pivot screw, we've got a tail screw, we've got 2 screws for the pocket clip, and then we've just got 1 tail screw on the show side. Super minimalist. I love it. I think it looks fantastic. And they're all T8. These folks know what knife people like. At 4.2 ounces, like I said, it is a little heavy. But that doesn't bother me at all. Something sturdy like this is bound to be a little weighty. As far as dimensions go, it is about 8 inches long. It's got a 3.5 inch blade, 3.3 inch cutting edge. It's about 1 inch wide and about 1/2 inch thick. Very nice size for everyday carry. To me, it's a perfect mix of collector's item and EDC tool. That being said, I wouldn't want to modify this at all. It was made as intended and it's already perfect. The black G10, you can't dye that. The blade, absolutely beautiful. You wouldn't want to mess that up with an acid edge. They put a lot of time and prowess into that treatment. The backspacer, it's perfect, obviously. So honestly, there's really nothing you can do to this that would make it any better, unless you wanted to anodize the screws, but those look like they've already been treated as well, so, you know. Do so at your own risk. You're gonna ruin a piece of art here. As far as being great for EDC, you know, it's got this great durable steel blade and can pretty much endure any hard use task. The ease of machinability on the sld-magic means that this knife is super affordable. So it's only $80 on northmountainblade.com, and what's more, it's only $72 with free shipping after 10% off by using discount code MAD at checkout. M-A-D, MAD. That's right, they gave me my own discount code. They better be careful, or I'm gonna get a big head. And what you get for $72 doesn't stop at this awesome cutting tool. It comes with a beautifully crafted memory foam and velvet lined pouch with this elastic strap to hold the knife in place. It also comes with a care kit and care instructions. In the care kit, we've got a microfiber cleaning cloth, which, if you're smart, you'd probably prefer to use something like a MadYocco Hank, MadYocco.etsy.com, with the softest microfiber, sure not to scratch your blade, and easily machine washable. It also comes with a length of paracord, which I'm not really sure what that is for yet, but it's cool. It comes with 2 band-aids in case you cut yourself on this super duper sharp blade. And also we have the iodine filled Q-tips for sanitizing. As you can see there, you just bend that tip and all that iodine in the center comes out just in case you cut yourself so you won't get an infection. What also came in the kit was this, and I know I said about the corrosion resistance earlier. It came with a whole bottle of knife oil, and that's because with near stainless or semi-stainless steel blades, you want to keep them oiled, and that keeps them from getting corroded. So, you know, you just wipe some of this on there, and I imagine you could use anything to wipe them on there. You could use your MadYocco Hank, and that keeps it from getting rusty. Also, another use of knife oil, say you're cutting something in the kitchen, it reduces the friction and it makes it so that things don't stick to it. Or if you're going to store it for a long time, you make sure it's well oiled and it's going to be good as new when it comes back out of there. And you've been wondering why my hands are all shiny and why the blade looks smudged up. And now you see. It's because it's got knife oil all over it. If you do use it in the kitchen though, I suggest instead of using this oil, which I'm not sure of the safety of, I would probably use some food grade mineral oil. Very cheap on Amazon. You can get a gallon of it for like 15 bucks. I'll leave a link down in the description. But get in the habit of using oil on your knives. I mean, there's no reason not to. If you have stainless steels like, you know, VG10 or MagnaCut or something, sure, you don't need to, but why not, you know? Make sure you take care of your knives, and that's what the care kit came with. They send you a pouch, an envelope that says North Mountain Blade on it, and inside it's got care instructions. And if you follow these care instructions, you are sure to be enjoying this knife for a very long time. If this black G10 isn't your style though, they also have one in green G10 for the same price. They have Frag Altum and Frag Copper versions for $87 with code MAD. And they have an anodized titanium version both in, I believe, Frag and one with speed holes, and those are $160 or $144 after my 10% discount code. Be sure to go check out what these folks have. They'll even ship it to you for free in the United States. So when I say $72, that's what it's going to show up on your bank statement. $72. These knives are a pretty safe bet. They're sure to be a big deal in the knife world, and they would make an excellent gift for anyone, any knife lover, any Japanophile, even a chef friend or something. They would even find an appreciation for this. You better act fast though, because these are selling out as we speak. North Mountain makes a lot of cool stuff though. They've got some slip joints, liner locks, and even big fixed blades that are also made of this amazing sld-magic. So go take a look and keep an eye open on their website for new releases. You will not regret it. So thanks for joining me for this in-depth look at the North Mountain Chop 2. If you enjoyed yourself, please check out some of my other videos and maybe hit the subscribe button. If you're interested in seeing more knife and tool related content, including a look at the North Mountain Higo no Kami, I'd sure love to have you. Take care, and until next time, I'll be digging up more stuff to show y'all. Peace.